Yo, how is it going, Bears fans? Welcome back to another episode of the Bear Down Podcast. I am your host, Chris, and today I am joined by my co-hosts in the call, Parth and Jaylen. How is it going, guys?
What's up, guys?
So, as we said previously, it's been pretty continuously a slow off-season. We'll get more videos and stuff up for you guys as we get closer and closer to free agency, which is March 13th, and then the NFL Draft, which is April 27th, I think, or April 23rd. It's one of those days. But now, obviously, we're in mid to late February. Things are still pretty slow. All we can really report on is like coaching hires and stuff like that. And the Bears have already done all that, and we expect them to be pretty slow, pretty non-impactful, I guess one could say, in free agency. So there's not gonna be a lot to report on, but we're still reflecting on the 2018 season, looking forward to 2019 and what we have going on in the future. Obviously, I made the video a couple days ago about Cody Parkey and his replacements after the announcement was made that he's cut. But today we're going to be talking about some younger guys on the lineup in this young core that Ryan Pace has built, talking about who he thinks is going to be the most improved Bear of 2019. There are tons and tons and tons of candidates that one could probably say could win this, but we're all going to go through and maybe share one or two and some thoughts on why. But I know Jaylen's got two young guys, so I'm going to start with him. Jaylen, you can share one for now, and then we'll come back to you.
Okay, so right now, I'm going to go with my offensive one first. And on offense, the person who I think is going to definitely improve in 2019 or /2020 is Javon Williams, our 7th round draft pick last year out of Georgia. He didn't really get to play last year because our wide receiver room is stacked with Allen Robinson, Anthony Miller, Taylor Gabriel, Josh Bellamy, and et cetera like that. So, but when he did get to play, he got to play in the
Vikings game.
Vikings game. And even though he only had 3 catches, all of those catches were big plays in the game. They were all on third down to convert that down. So,
totally.
With Josh Bellamy potentially not being here and Kevin White, I definitely could see him getting snaps and definitely improving because he has the talent to be a reliable receiver in this league. He's tall. He has a very big catch radius, and I just can't wait to see what he does in this with Trubisky in the next couple of years.
Totally. I'm going to go with an offensive one as well. I'm going to go with Mitchell Trubisky. I think, as I've said before previously, I think he gets a bit too much hate. I was definitely one of those haters early in the season before he turned my head. But looking forward for him, we know he's got the talent on the ground as a runner. I think he had 300-something yards and 4 rushing touchdowns, along with 24 passing touchdowns in 14 games last year. The jump for him, it was big if you look at his stats in his rookie season, even though he only played half his rookie season versus last year. It's a complete 180 for him, and I think with him, my problems where I look at him, he gets a bit of happy feet sometimes. They improve throughout the year, and then they came back simultaneously. I think if he can learn to control himself under the pocket, sometimes he also tries to force balls. We've seen that a lot. There were a lot of passes that he got away with this year, I think, that should have been intercepted that weren't. So deciding when to throw the ball away is also going to be big for him. And then finally, he's had an overthrowing problem since he came into the league, and I think that's him just being a little bit gimpy in the pocket, similar to the happy feet, wanting to get the ball out. So just taking his time going through his progressions, I think 2019 is going to be a huge year for him. I trust what Matt Nagy believes in being aggressive with the quarterback and letting him basically run the entire show on his own. I think Trubisky improved throughout the 2018 year, and I think we're going to see him continue to make steps in 2019. So I'm going to go with Mitchell Trubisky as my most improved player for 2019.
I'm going to go on the defensive side of the ball. I'm going to go with linebacker Leonard Floyd. Floyd came into the season with a broken hand, right?
Yeah, with the boot or whatever. Or no, not the boot. The club.
Or whatever.
Excuse me, the club. Yeah.
Yeah, club. So that kind of ruined first 6 games, was it? 6 games, I think?
I think it was 4 games, but he didn't really get back to his normal self until a couple of games later either.
Yeah, exactly. So because of that, I feel like it slowed down his pass rushing skills and basically his whole entire game. But when we watched him play in Week 15 against the Packers, I think he had 2 sacks, 2 great sacks. Where he watched the quarterback by himself, basically took that Packers O-line, which is pretty good, I'd say, and he got sacks on that O-line. And I think we're going to get a double-digit sack season from Leonard Floyd next year with Khalil Mack on the other side. I feel like it's going to help him also get one-out situations, especially because the keep takes going down the middle. So I expect a big year from Leonard Floyd to prove that he was worth that $7 him out of Georgia. I think he could have maybe like 10 sacks, like a Bradley Chubb type of year for him and.
That's a bold prediction. Huh. All right. I'm going to go back to the defensive side. I've actually got another one. I was only going to do one, but I got another one. I'm going to go with Bilal Nichols. He's a rookie out of Delaware. He was the fifth round pick, 145th total pick in the 2018 NFL Draft. Kind of another gem of a pick by Ryan Pace, I think. It's overlooked really what the impact he had this year, but 28 tackles, 7 QB hits, and 3 sacks for him this year. I did a player review for him on my page a couple days ago. I can leave a link to that post in the description. But I basically evaluated his entire year. I gave him a grade of an A. I think it was great for him overall. So starting alongside Eddie Goldman throughout the year, he came in and out and started some games, didn't start some other games, but he was pretty good in Vic Fangio's system as an absolute run plug. He was great, filling any gap you needed him to. And just, once again, as I said earlier, just a great pick by Ryan Pace. So I think as the snaps increase for him, he can only get better. And we saw the upside that he brings to this team last year. So I expect Bilal Nichols to improve in 2019. Jaylen, you got a defensive one, don't you, Jaylen?
Yeah. And if you've been watching our podcast since the beginning, everybody knows I'm a big fan of KT2, Kevin Tolliver. And with Bryce Callahan possibly leaving or Adrian Amos, that could leave an opening at the corner position. So I definitely can see him getting snaps there. He's a big corner. He's like around like 6'2", has long arms, but he's very aggressive. So hopefully coming into this off season with Chuck Pagano being his new DC, him learning under their new defense, that hopefully it can help Kevin Tolliver become a decent corner in this league. I don't think he'll replace Bryce Callahan's production right away, but I definitely can see him improving from 12 tackles and 1 pass deflection this year.
Parth, you have one on offense by chance?
Yeah, sure. I got one. I'm gonna go with Allen Robinson.
Okay.
Yeah, Allen Robinson was coming off an ACL injury, so it kind of was hard for him to get going right away. You know, him and Trubisky also. This was their first season together, so it was tough for them to even get like them.
Yeah, both of them were simultaneously hurt throughout the year, periodically at different times. So yeah, and coming off the ACL, I mean, obviously you would assume that as you get stronger, as you continue to work in rehab on strengthening that as well as his other ACL, because you still want to strengthen both so it doesn't happen again. And then obviously, just another offseason in the with Trubisky. You could tell that Robinson was his number one receiver. But at times when Robinson was gone and then Robinson came back, I would say you threw it a little bit more to Gabriel just because Gabriel was there on a more consistent basis. But I like that one with Robinson.
Especially because that last game in the wild card, you saw how big of an impact with Robinson and Trubisky both had on offense. It's fun to watch those to get it going. So we're going to see a lot of that. See him getting, 1,200 yards next year maybe?
That'd be sweet. But I don't know. I don't know if I would say that. I mean, just because I know how purely this offense has so many different players that you can throw to. Hopefully you can get up to 1,000 yards, but I think much over 1,000 yards would be pushing it just because of how much of a distribution and how much, I guess, just the ball spreads in this offense. I think it'd be hard to get that high, but definitely an improvement year from Allen Robinson for sure. I think we should see more consistent of those really, I wouldn't say more consistent of like those really, really good performances like against Philadelphia, but I think he can bring up his average from some games where he didn't have much of an impact to having pretty good games every game. Well, that'll pretty much do it for this one, guys. Comment below in the description who you guys will think the most improved Bear. Who you guys think the most improved Bear will be in 2018. Another one I could bring up, which I'm not going to say much about, but Anthony Miller's another one. Just all the rookies. Roquan Smith, obviously, we can see more growth from him after coming 2 tackles short of the rookie record for the Bears. But that'll pretty much do it for this one, guys. If you did enjoy, do us a favor and smash the like button. And subscribe to the channel for more Bears content throughout the offseason. You can find all of the links to our fan pages down in the description, and you can follow the podcast on Instagram and Twitter at BearDown. All that info is down in the description. And, that'll pretty much do it for this one. You guys got anything else to say?
Keep sending in auditions to be our 4th co-host.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying some of these videos that are being sent in.
Totally. Yeah, we got another 5 days on that. March 1st, that'll end. So if you are still watching, you want to be our co-host, you can find more info about that on our Instagram. I probably should have said that in the beginning, but yeah, if you still are watching, go check that out if you want to be our 4th co-host. We're looking for another person to help us out. So that'd be great. But that'll pretty much do it for this one, guys. We will see you guys in the next episode. Bear down, Chicago. Peace.
Peace.